So today we'll see Utkatasana, which is chair posture, and this is in the primary series of Ashtanga Yoga. So in this posture, we're going to come into a deep flexion in the knees. Okay, so we can, normally you would jump into this posture in the primary series. I'm just going to show it starting from Samasthiti. So the big toes are together here. You can have the heels slightly apart, or you can have them right together. Having them apart might be a little more comfortable to begin with. And then later, you can work on having the heels together as you advance. So the heels just slightly apart. We come down into a bend, the arms come up. We look up towards the hands if you can. So here, notice that the feet are still, the heels are on the ground, they don't lift up. So if I come so far down that my heels lift, I don't want that. So I want the heels to stay always pressing down, connected into the earth, okay? Here, the arms are as far back as they can come, but don't worry if they come forwards a bit in this posture. Okay, so you will keep them as far back as you can. Keep the shoulders relaxed down as well. But if they do come forward as you bend down, don't worry. It's a little difficult to bring them all the way back without curving too much in the lower back. So you just want a natural curve in the lower spine here. Okay, now the reason I look up to my hands is to lift, to make light through the upper body. To have a sensation of lifting. As you press into the earth, into the feet, the upper body is expanding upwards and elevating. Okay. Now, you might begin higher up here if it's too much, holding for 5 breaths. So deep down, you can hold higher up in the posture. What you don't want is the knees to go in front of the toes. You want the knees to stay behind the toes. You want to bend down as far as you can, keeping the knees behind the toes. You can do that by putting more weight into the heels as well here. Now, you do want to come down as deep as you can though, because part of the reason for that is we want to work the legs somehow as well in the primary series, and there really aren't too many postures working the legs in the primary series, so let's take advantage of these postures and work the legs a little bit. So once again, big toes together, heels just slightly apart, or even together if you like. Come down, keep the heels connected to the earth. Bring the gaze up, and hold here for 5 breaths. Just a slight curve in my spine. Okay, not too deep. I don't want this. I just neutral tailbone alignment. Okay, or maybe a little tucked under.